Franca, we're just about at the Institute about to start an adoption support course for therapists. Why are we starting it? Who's it for and why now?
Well, as you probably know, Ros, currently there are about 80,000 children that were adopted in the last 20 years. And of those 80,000, the estimate is that about 2/3 would really benefit from some therapeutic support. And it's not just the children, it's also their parents, the siblings. So I think it is something that a lot of parents have got the need, but are actually finding it quite hard to find qualified and knowledgeable therapists that can provide them with the right support.
Yeah, okay, that makes absolute sense. And tell me a bit more about the course. What will be included within it?
So what we are very much aiming to do is to equip therapists with a good understanding of adoption and especially of post-adoption issues. So understanding as well as some assessment skills. So when a family presents, they would know how and what to look for, and also with some intervention skills. And the idea is very much to build on what they already have in terms of skills and understanding, and extend it by giving them that extra dimension of what about adoptive families, what is specific in those families that needs to be taken into account and worked with.
Yeah, because that's a good point actually, because adoptive families are very different, aren't they? So what are the specific things that might arise in adoptive families as opposed to any other kind of family?
Well, I guess the main difference is that out of those 80,000 children that I just mentioned in the last 20 years, most of them would have experienced some level of abuse and neglect prior to being taken into care and then adopted. So they have all experienced early life trauma, and unfortunately that cannot be loved away. That does require therapeutic support, and it requires therapeutic support for the child, for the parents, but also for their relationship.
Yes.
That's really key, because those children were hurt within their families of origin at a relationship level and every day. And so therefore the repair also needs to be done within relationship. So we very much advocate and train therapists up to work with child and parent together.
Yeah, that sounds great. And can anyone join? Anyone do this course, or are you looking for specific people to join this course? What if you've not really done very much in adoption already?
No, they would be welcome. I think what we're looking for, though, is some experience in working with children, and preferably with parents as well, and definitely an openness to working maybe slightly differently, and an enthusiasm and a good level of pre-training. Yes.
Yeah. I think we talked a little bit before about the sort of what the different components in the course, the different parts of the course. You've mentioned about working with parents and the relationship. Can you say a bit more about other parts of the course that you might be covering?
Yeah, so another important aspect is to work with the wider network around the child and the family, especially school, because children spend a lot of time in school, and they need to be supported there as well.
Yes.
But more importantly, we also need to prepare therapists to work with the local authority, because it is through the adoption support worker or team in their local authority or in the local authority of the family that they will get money from the Adoption Support Fund.
Yes, and as you and I both know, the legislation around that is very complicated. Will students be able to be helped a little bit to understand how that works?
Definitely, yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
great. That sounds good.